I welcome you to playtest live on Twitch for Thiefdom, our upcoming game to be released on Kickstarter. We're playing an introductory game with 3 players, where the first round is basically scripted. That way we can have a quicker and a smoother learning experience. So, like some basic information for you, Ryan. Maybe every player has 3 thieves. My one thief was a bit too long in the sun. We basically had to improvise because one meeple was missing. And every player has a hideout already placed in one gray building. And the orange buildings are the locations where you can do special actions depicted on them. Okay, so basically the player who has this patrol board where there is written first is the starting player. And you would now start with Martin because the planning marker is on 1. Usually, Ryan, we would do this simultaneously. We would plan the order of actions ourselves, but in the first round in the introductory game, this is basically already preset.
Right.
And now I can basically read what blue does and you can execute it. Martin can run into the market with his first action and activate it with his second action.
So he moves there.
So
should I?
It says also like equip David with the cudgel and give Elena the second starting equipment. That should be correct.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
And yeah, okay. So then he goes into the market and activates it. So you did this already?
Yep.
Activating it basically with one action, Ryan. With one action, you can basically. What is very helpful for you is maybe to look at this. I don't know how proficient you are with Tabletop Simulator. When you click Alt, you can basically look at this in detail. This is like an iconography sheet with text, and this is like a short iconography sheet, language independent. No, this one is also language with language, but this one is one that has some other information, language independent.
Okay, great.
Basically here you see in the top left, or in the basically in the middle more or less here, that every player has 3 actions, and once per night you can give the stamina marker to one of the player to the thieves to perform an additional action, and per action you have 1 to 3 steps. You cannot cross the line of sight of city guards, because otherwise you'll bust it. You lose a VP if you meet other guards either on the way or in buildings. And any pieces you jump over, those squares are basically not counted for your movement. So that way you can actually move a little more efficiently.
So that's why I was able to move.
Yeah, exactly. So this one doesn't count. So this square doesn't count. Oops. So this is 1, 2, and 3. The orange buildings have like a designated entrances and exits. So he needs to enter this way. With 3 moves, he basically can enter here with 1 action. The second action is activating the market, which means he's stealing from the market and filling his pockets as much as possible. So Martin has 4 slots for gold. So he's collecting for gold. I'm helping you. And you could sell, basically discard schnapps for VP, but you don't have any schnapps, so you don't do that. This green plus icon is supposed to mean you can do either or both.
Okay.
With 1 action. And the mask icon means you spend an action to do that. 1 action.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have done now 2 actions. You moved in here, you did the market, and the third action, according to the introductory game,
It's
is
to play the stamina.
yeah. You go to the noble in the east. The east is now, here is the compass. North
Yeah.
is your way basically, so east is this way.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically you would go like this and stay there. That's east of the noble.
Yeah.
That's your third action. And with your fourth action you would steal from it.
So.
And when you
What do I
steal,
get when I steal from him?
and when you steal from a noble, you either get 2 gold or a gem, and it depends. I mean, here on the meeple you see they are carrying like a suitcase on the one side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah. That's
basically
over there. Yeah.
that's this, and when you do this, you choose 2 gold or a gem, and then you basically flip this, and then this one cannot be
Used again.
stolen from anymore
Yeah.
until it gets refilled after the second round, until they get paid again. Now he's
And
poor.
because I'm full of gold, can I take a gem? The gems go in the loot slot.
Ah, yeah, you shouldn't take the gem because like you don't have space for the
Yeah.
gold. I will just add it to the introductory game description. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
obvious you take the gem because the other
Yeah.
thing wouldn't make sense.
So did you
It
say I
actually
can't?
says in the introductory game to steal a gem. Yeah, with your
Yeah.
fourth action with the stamina marker. Okay, perfect. So your first action is done, and now you can basically like flip
Leave that off.
this
Yeah.
or get it off the board. So we
Yeah.
know this one is done.
No, that's been done. Yeah.
Now we go in clockwise direction, and now it's Ryan's turn with Julius. So it's this guy's turn. And Julius does place himself adjacent to Noble D with his first action.
So is that there?
I think so.
On the east. So there. On the. That one there, I think.
I think it doesn't matter where exactly in
Doesn't
this
matter.
case. In this case, it doesn't matter where exactly next
Yeah.
to D.
Yeah.
Then he steals from D, but he has a Thimbleric. So he has a special equipment. So usually he's not just stealing from him, he's actually like ripping him off using the Thimbleric. And the Thimbleric shows in the bottom, it's like a bonus action. So basically you have the stars icon, you know, the mask icon, and then there are stars. So this shows this is a bonus action. You do a normal action you could usually do, but it is stronger due to that equipment.
So you get two gold and a gem.
Exactly. Instead of or, you gain both.
Okay.
I've given you a gem.
Great.
And now we have to flip the marker of the Noble D. So this one has been stolen from. So this was 2 actions. You moved next to it, you stole. Now the third action is you go through the catacombs adjacent to Noble C in quarter 1A. Maybe you can try to do it yourself. Actually it's a bit hard. Maybe I should do it for you because you don't know the rules yet. So the catacombs are all connected.
Okay.
And basically this and this square are adjacent in the sense that like when you're here you could this would be the next step.
Okay.
So you don't count this space because it's occupied. You always jump over occupied spaces, so this doesn't count. So 1, 2, or here I'm not sure what it says where you're supposed to go.
Just says adjacent to C.
Yeah, I don't know. As you wish. You can either go here or here. Probably here is better, I guess.
That's great.
So that's
And I'm robbing this one as well?
Yeah, that was exactly. So the third action was going through the catacombs, and the fourth action is robbing this one as well, with the stamina marker. Because usually you only have 3 actions, but you used your stamina marker on your first turn, and you gain 2 and 1 gem as well. I'm giving you the gem. This was very
Thanks.
efficient. So C is also robbed. Okay, and there's not much left for me. At least not regarding the nobles. I do the petrol move first. That's actually pretty good because then you see how this works. So I first have to move noble C and then the guard C. Okay. So noble C, I have to move to the next free lantern, and this basically means it doesn't mean to need to be the closest one. It can be anyone, and I may not jump over unoccupied lanterns. So this means in this case I could go here. I couldn't go here because then I would have to jump over a free lantern. But I could also go here. And I think in this case, where does it tell me to go? Ah yeah, okay, it says I shall move it towards the Rhine. Here's the Rhine River, so I shall move it here. Then I move guard C towards the vineyards. The vineyards are here, so this moves. Okay, I want to show it to you exactly. The city guards, they can bust us, the thieves, yeah? So first, in order to move this way, he needs to rotate by 90 degrees. Now he rotates again to go up, and now he rotates again to go this way. I cannot choose. I can choose in which direction the city guard moves, but I cannot choose to just rotate him by like the way I want. So now the line of sight is always in the direction of the last movement. So the last movement basically was like this. So he's looking into this direction now. I cannot now rotate him like this. I can't do that. Another thing I cannot do is like I cannot let him choose. I cannot make him rotate 180 degrees. So I could, in this case, he can go in this way or this way. He couldn't go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going this way. And then I move the carriage 2 lanterns, namely 1. And this one is occupied, so it moves here. Because the carriage is faster. So here you can see the noble and the petrol are moving 1 lantern, and the carriage is moving 2 lanterns. So I will show again. One. I can basically skip 1 unoccupied lantern. This is the one unoccupied lantern. This one is occupied, and then I'm landing on the second unoccupied lantern. That's basically my first move. Now it's already the second move of Sam. Blue.
So my second move, I get to do this one. So I get to move A
towards the vineyards.
Where's A? There. So he'll go up there. Then B to the west, which will be.
It's the same direction, yeah. So B is here. Oh no.
It's over here, so it's there. So
no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
so
Yeah.
it goes there. And then the guard A. Right, it wants to go to the west, so he would go and stop there.
Perfect. So the line of sight of this guard is now, it always starts at where the guard itself is, on the same square, and it goes until the next building or wall. So these are walls and this is the building. So basically, if there were a thief here, the thief would be busted. But if the thief here, he's safe.
Okay.
And if someone is busted, that's no good. You basically, here is described what happens. You lose 2 victory points. You the thief starts in the hideout again, and all the loot that the thief is carrying goes into the dungeon where other players can pick it up.
Okay.
Okay, so then it's the next player's turn.
So now I'm doing a patrol phase, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can choose where to move Noble D to, but he has to go to one of these. He basically would have to go to one of these lanterns, right?
Yeah. I yeah, I think it's not doesn't make a big difference, so yeah, as you wish.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
And then I have to move guard B and D west to my hideout. So is this my hideout here?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. Yeah.
So guard B. Does he stop at this lantern, or
That's correct.
does
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's going. Oh, but I need to rotate him. Oops. So like that, right?
Yep.
And then where's guard
DC.
D? So he's going toward my hideout. So either way, right?
It says west. So
It says west, so it should be in this direction, because like here is north, so this is south, and this is west, and this is east.
Okay. So there we go.
Perfect. Great.
And do I take this 2 off of here?
Yeah,
yeah.
then it's a bit clearer where we are. So then it's my second turn with Baldwin. Okay, I first rob the carriage with the help of the fishing rod. Okay, so here's the deal. The carriage is the only reliable source of wine. These are the wine tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And the wine icon is, for instance, shown here, or also here. And usually what I would have to do is I would have to go with one of my thieves adjacent in the square, in the alley. Then I would have to spend an action. When I do that, I would gain the wine as depicted here, and also a wanted token. The wanted token would be not in my inventory of the thief, but just like in the player area of my thief. And the wanted token, I can maybe also flip it and show it to you. It says now when the wanted thief is on the same square, like temporarily, as the noble or the carriage, it is busted because it's wanted city-wide. Usually the carriage and the noble are neutral pieces that are not dangerous for us. But once you're wanted because you robbed you didn't steal from the carriage, you robbed from the carriage. Yeah, those are hostile. And when I have the fishing rod, I can do all that a little more efficiently, because instead of stealing, instead of robbing the carriage, I can basically use the fishing rod outside of a building. And when the carriage is adjacent to the building where my thief is, I can use it. And then I spend 1 action, and then I do not gain the wanted token, but I gain 2 VP. So I gain 2 VP now by the guy is here and he's using his fishing rod, so that was 1 action, and I gain a fire wine but no wanted token, because he was basically stealing. They didn't even notice that he managed to steal a fire wine from the carriage. So this is the first action. Now with my second action, I jump over the carriage. So this one is not counted. This square. 1, 2, 3. I move into the smuggler location. These are the smuggler locations with the crate. So this was the second action. With my third action, I go behind this guard. And with my stamina marker, I rob the guard. So I'm using my stamina marker already as well. And now I'm gaining. You can only rob a badge. Here are the badges from a guard when you're not in line of sight. I'm behind him now, yeah? He's looking in this direction. Yeah? I'm behind him. Or if I'm in the flank, that's also possible. And now I'm stealing a badge from the city guard, and the badge is also like a resource. I can use this resource basically to fulfill a smuggle mission, namely this one is the one I'm targeting. So I'm already done with my second thief, or with my second turn. Now it's again Blue's third turn already.
So that will be me. So we're back with David now. Oh, David's got 2 gold. So David jumps over Martin. So got a. So it's going to go there. Next to guard A, as a second action, David can now rob the guard. But I have the cudgel, so I get 1 victory point.
Very good.
And token from guard A.
I think you
Then it's-
missed one step though. With David, you're supposed to take over the gem from your other thief.
Oh, did it say? They can jump over Martin and take the gem. Yeah, so they swapped the gem over.
Yeah, so for Ryan, how this works is
Yeah.
like when the thieves can hand over loot to each other or gold when they're like jumping over each other in the alley, but only in the alley, not in the buildings.
Okay.
So he did this, and he took the gem from Martin,
From my friend.
who was there. Yeah. Then you took the badge,
That one.
and you
Yeah.
gained a victory point for that, right? Here.
I clicked up the victory point. Yeah.
We use the counter for victory points. It's a bit more convenient than the VP board.
Yeah. Then it says that I jump over and go behind the
One second.
guard.
First, you have when you use the cudgel,
Yeah.
you basically beat him up and you make him run away, and you choose
All
where
right.
he runs to. And I think it says in a straight line
Place.
to the river. So you basically make him move here,
So
and then he looks into the direction. Yeah.
and then I move there.
Yeah. And I think that's it. Because you don't have a fourth action anymore. But next round you can rob him again. If we don't move him away quickly enough. Okay. And you're also pretty safe here because like if he can only this one can only move here now or here. In both
He can't see me.
In both cases he wouldn't be able to see you. He cannot rotate by 180 degrees. Okay, so then it's Bubble's third turn. Maria?
So I need to go to the dungeon. Where's the dungeon?
Very good question.
That's the one in front of Puma. Yeah, that.
Oops. So, oh, not her. This one. How do I? So it says I enter into the dungeon. So do I just start in the dungeon?
No, you're
You
starting
start
in
there.
hideout.
Oh,
Everyone is
right.
starting the game in their hideout, so that's very
Okay.
interesting. Because normally you couldn't just like walk. You cannot walk over walls unless you have specific equipment, and you couldn't just pass the city guard because otherwise you'd be busted. But you have special equipment.
Okay. So I have this grappling hook,
Yeah,
which what does that let me do?
the icon
So
means
from one.
basically you can jump from building to building, covering any amount of alley squares in a straight line. And it's basically the arrow is a special arrow. It's not the normal movement arrow, but it's like a dotted arrow. And that basically means you're teleporting kind of, because you're going from roof to roof, and you can ignore the city guards because they're in the streets and you're like over their heads, you know. They cannot do anything about it.
Okay.
So you're
Can you
using
ignore walls as well?
it is a move. There is like an action here, the action icon, the mask.
But can you ignore walls as well? So would
Uh,
you have to still go through? So here he's gone through a passageway. But could he ignore the wall?
You mean the entrance? He can ignore the entrance.
No, but could he start here and end up going down there and
No,
go
walls. I didn't understand it.
the
No, he
wall? Yeah, the
cannot.
wall.
No, he cannot. He cannot ignore the walls. The walls
Right. So
are
he would.
very high.
Yeah.
So he can only. The walls are higher than the roofs. Let's say.
Right. Okay.
So he can only go like through the entrances here, but he can ignore those entrances because he's
Yep.
basically landing on the roof of that building. So
Yep.
use this, and you should also be aware that you can only use this once per night, and night is the equivalent of a round. It shows in the bottom left of the card.
Okay.
You can only use it once per night.
So that was my first action.
Yeah.
And then I want to run out the. Is this the villa over here?
Yeah.
So I want to run out the back door into the villa. Three. Do I only have three moves though?
3 moves per action, and you with one action you basically went here, and now you have 2 more actions. So with one action you can basically go from there into the villa.
Okay.
So this was your second action, and with the third
then-
action you can steal the painting.
I just take this over to my board.
Yeah.
Where do I put it?
It goes across all of the loot.
Like that.
Yeah, it's a bit big. I think it's supposed to be a bit smaller. I mean, the real game it's going to be exactly so small that it fits into the 4 slots.
Into the square. Yeah.
But you can just use the minus
Yeah.
sign to make it smaller.
Okay, great.
So this was your third action, and what is important though is this was possible because here is like a lock, and the gems are locked basically. You can in the villa you can usually either steal gems or the painting. There is only one painting per villa for the whole game. They're not refilled, but you cannot steal the gems here unless you have a lockpick, and I do have the lockpick, so I would be able to choose both. You only had the option of the painting right now.
Sounds good.
Okay. So then it's me with my third action, Agatha. Okay. Okay, I think I need to move Agatha 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. That's the first action. Jumping over this one again. This one was very useful to fasten my movements. 1, 2, 3. That was the second action. And with the third action I enter the villa, but I don't have actions left anymore. But next round I will be able to steal this with my lockpick, because I have the lockpick, so I can steal it anyway. So basically this is this. This is just a different. This is the front. This is the
Mhm.
back. Okay, so I'm done with Agatha. So then it's the fourth action or fourth turn
Okay.
of blue.
Okay, so I have Eleanor, and she's going to go to the market to get some gold. That's the market. And she then wants lots of gold.
Yeah. When it says max, you always fill to the max of your
Yeah.
inventory.
Okay. So she's got her 6 gold. With a third move, she moves next to Martin on the lantern. That'd be 1, 2, 3.
So these was 3 actions. So then it's Alexander of the Purple Guild.
So it says he takes 3 gold from the hideout, and so is this is my hideout essentially here?
Yeah.
So I move them over to him.
Yeah. Because he starts in the hideout, he can take as much gold and loot from the hideout as he wants. And whenever you're in the hideout with a thief, you can exchange freely loot and gold with the hideout, and this does not cost an action. Also,
So
in the
he's gonna
hideout,
run.
you can do another thing. You can turn in if you have a wanted token. You could turn in the when you're in the hideout with the thief. You can basically discard the wanted token. You don't gain victory points for it, but you kind of get rid of it that way. Thematically, you're changing your clothes. You're disguising yourself, so you're still wanted, but people don't recognize you. So basically, you're not wanted anymore.
Sounds good. So I ran over to this lantern beside guard B because I think that's what I was supposed to do. So that's one action. And then I can rob him. I can rob the guard for my second action.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just grab one of these badges and throw it there. Go to the dealer in 6A with the third action. 5A, 6A. So who's the dealer? Oh, is this building the dealer?
1 second.
Yeah, that's the dealer.
Yeah.
With the handshake.
And so
I think you're not doing anything there now.
next turn I buy equipment.
Yeah. Okay.
So moving is an action, right? So my first action I just moved. My second action was robbing, and then my third action was moving.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So basically, like when you move less than 3 spaces in an action, then the other additional steps are forfeited, basically. So the first movement was just 1 step, but that's still 1 action. So my third action is I take 3 gold with Isabella. And I go next to the carriage and I rob it, and then I run back to the hideout to get rid of the one token. Next round I can either rob it again or go to the dealer or the tavern. Okay, so I start. Oh yeah, this is like the weirdly colored Isabella, who was in the tanning studio too long. 1, then I rob it. So So I gained wine, and I gained the wanted token. So now everyone knows this one is wanted. This was my second action. First action was going here, second action was robbing it, and third action is I go back in here. And now in the next turn I could either like get rid of the wanted token as a free action, or I could also keep it because I could potentially, like, there is another way to get rid of the wanted token. I could turn it into I could basically discard it in the dungeon, which is an equivalent of destroying the phantom image, which would even yield me 3 points, but in this case it's quite far away. Yeah, so that's it. We're done with the first round. Yeah. Ryan probably still doesn't understand all the details, but I think you understand most of it. Like, what you have not seen yet is there are smuggler missions, 4 namely, and for instance this one, you would have to discard 1 gem and 1 schnapps when you're basically, you need to enter this location. Then you have to have a gem and a schnapps and discard it, and to gain 5 VP and 1 gold.
Okay.
That's how it works. And they're only refilled every second turn. So the game lasts 6 rounds, and you basically see here the flow of the game. Like after the second and the fourth round, we refill all the nobles, the guards, and any empty spots for the smuggle locations are refilled with new smuggle missions. And here are basically here's the equipment that is currently available at the dealer. So next round, when you buy stuff, you can buy any equipment from here.
Okay.
And another thing you haven't seen yet is, like, in the tavern, there are 2 taverns. This is like the barrel icon, yeah, here and here. The main thing you can do there is you can draw cards from here. You would basically draw 4 cards, and they give, every one is unique. They cost 0 to 4 money, and then they give you some special ability that you would otherwise wouldn't have, and you can choose 1 or none, and you need to pay for it. And then, yeah, this thief has this friend, and yeah, you cannot hand over equipment or friends to other thieves of yours. Okay, cool.
Sounds good.
And now, what's important, let's go through the motions. Here it says what happens at the end of the round. So at the end of every round this happens. This only happens at the end of the second and the fourth round. You can see this through the lines that are connected to the round marker. So we go here, and first of all, we kind of, we regain our tokens. So basically like this. Okay, we have done this basically, and then the next thing is we give away the petrol boards. These are these square ones, exactly in anti-clockwise direction.
Okay, I see.
And the next thing is every thief that is in the alley is scoring 1 point. Because it's like standing in the alley is kind of risky, because that's the only place where you can be busted by city guards. So it is rewarded. Your card is rewarded. So that means,
so I just get 1 point, right?
purple, you have 1 guy in the alley, so 1 point for you, and blue has a whole 3. So blue is
I took 3.
very courageous, and I only have 1, I think. Do I? Or is actually my third one? Yeah, here. Yeah, I have 1. Okay. Especially blue needs to be careful now, because since you have so many people in the streets, you can only move 1 at a time, right? So that's why you need to be a bit careful about it. So the second round we can basically already plan our moves ourselves. And how do we do this? I think we can try to draw. Can we draw those things in our hand, the tokens?
Mhm.
I think it's not possible to draw them in our hand, right? The planning markers.
Um,
It doesn't seem so. I mean, we just have to not look at each other's stuff, and I mean, we can just do it like this, and then everyone places it simultaneously, and that's the order how you do things next round.
So Juma, I think I get a basic grasp of the actions, but what am I actually trying to accomplish in these 6 rounds? I think I don't really know where I'm headed with this.
Yeah. Well, it's victory points. Sorry. Basically, who has
And
most
so
victory
yeah, like
points wins.
how am I, like, what am I doing with what am I primarily doing with gold and stuff to gain victory points?
Okay, so maybe let's have a look at this sheet. This is going to help. So basically here you have like a in the middle you have described all the locations. You have the tavern. There you can gain friends. This is the beer mug icon. This is what I showed you here, yeah. And those friends, they give you some points, but also they give you special abilities. Some also give you like, maybe I can find some. Let me see. Let me flip this. Okay, so for instance, this one, yeah, this is a good one. Here, if you have this one, it's not giving you a special ability during the game, but it says at the end of the game, namely the full moon is the end of the game icon. Yeah. You gain 2 VP for every badge in your hideout. So basically, if you collect this early, you can build the whole game towards it and basically collect as many of those as possible and put them in your hideout. That could be 16 points. In addition, you would gain the 1 point you gain for every badge anyway. So this would be 24 points for the 8 badges.
Okay.
So
I see.
these are like sources of victory points. But the bigger sources for victory points is definitely like smuggle missions and the villa, and the paintings. Those are like the biggest things for points. But I don't know if you have like a fishing rod. I mean, gaining every time 2 points when I steal from the carriage can be good. Or if you have the cudgel and you manage to do this often, this will give you a lot of extra points. And I mean these equipment, they already gave us points as well. So for instance, this one gave you 1 point. This one doesn't give points because it's already quite powerful, but like, yeah, his cudgel is giving a point, the sack is giving a point.
What does this handshake icon on my painting mean?
That's you got to take it to the dealer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
So
is
the square,
that in.
This is the dealer
building's
icon.
got the handshake.
And
Okay.
when you turn it into the dealer, you get the rewards printed on it.
Great. Okay. Let's go for it. And so now we're just doing programming. Do I have to program the stamina action, or do you just choose
you can do
freely when to take that?
You can basically do this spontaneously, the stamina action.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of run and gun.
And also, you have to consider now I'm the starting player, so blue is the second player and purple is the third player.
Okay. So rubies you trade in for points at the dealer?
Yeah. So exactly, you can turn them into points, but it's always a bit more lucrative to turn them to use resources for smuggle missions. But it's also more difficult because you need a specific combination for that, and there is a race towards these smuggle missions. But if you have, let's say, 4 rubies with you, turning them at the dealer is also pretty good. I mean, for you as a proxy, like gaining like, let's say 0.7 to 1 VP per action is pretty good. let's say winning scores are around 60 to 70, and we started with 10, so that means like a really good score. It means like we have 60 actions per player per game. So if you gain about one action per action, 1 point per action, that's pretty good. Like even a bit less is still pretty good.
Okay, great. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done. So then we can reveal. So I start with Baldwin. This guy is there. He steals from C again. So now he has no bet anymore for now. So this was the first action. Second action is going in here. And the third action is turning in this thing. So I'm discarding one fire wine and one bed. Just put it here now. And then I gain a gem and 7 VP. And then I can just, put it here so I know I have completed this. Okay, that's it. That was 3 actions, and I don't use the stamina marker. So then it's blue.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with David first. So he's going to get another marker from me. And then he's going to make him run this way. And stop there. That's my first action. Then 1, 2, into here as a second action, and then I will give a ruby and a mark back, and get this one,
And 6 VP.
which is a wine and 6.
I gave you the wine.
Are you giving the wine already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Well done. Very crafty thieves in here.
And that's all he's going to do.
So my turn.
Yeah. With your one.
This building here. What happens in it?
It's my hideout.
That's a
What's
hideout.
this? Oh, that's your hideout. So nothing happens. Okay.
So if you go in there, you lose points.
Almost. Usually when you meet other thieves.
So there's
either
a thief in there at the moment.
Or either in the alley or any buildings, you lose VP per thief that you meet of opponent thief. But in the hideout is like a different thing, because like I mean, I should put this guy back here because like he's in the hideout, so he's not. You wouldn't actually encounter him if you enter the building because within the building he's hidden.
Okay.
Okay.
So because otherwise, it happens quite often that a player has many thieves in their hideout, and then other players wouldn't be able to enter, and that would be kind of harsh. So that's why this extra rule.
So this building here is a place I can buy equipment.
Yeah.
I wanted. Okay. And this smuggler action you did, mission you did, I was thinking about doing it, but you did it. You just have to be in one of these to do it. But
Yeah.
how often does this refresh? Will it refresh?
Every 2 rounds, that will refresh after this
Yeah,
round.
after the second and the
Okay.
fourth round. So here is another one, and the other one was here that I just filled.
Okay, and he fulfilled that one. Okay. Sorry, where's the other one? There.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This guy has money, so maybe I'll go buy an equipment and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Is that all right? So I do have rubies I could trade in. Is that worth doing it, or should I try to hang on to those for something better?
It's hard to say. I mean, if you don't have, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like,
I'm just gonna trade them in.
yeah, probably like right now there is no thing that is very close unless you want to get it here, but you don't have you cannot buy schnapps here either. So yeah, maybe it's safer to do it that way.
So I traded 2 in for a point each, and then I can buy one of these equipment.
Yeah. You can even buy
So
2, but in this case you only have like you could have up to 2 different equipments, but you already have one, so you can buy one equipment that is different from the one you have.
okay, so can you help me out with what these do?
So the throwing stars is basically like a card you can only use once in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will basically shoot the throwing stars at either a noble or a carriage in line of sight, and then you will
Mm-hmm.
make it move by 1 lantern, and you gain 5 points, and then you need to discard the card.
Okay.
The other option is to
You can send your goods, can't you, to other thieves?
Pardon?
You can send the pigeons. You can send
Yeah.
resources to
It's
other
basically
thieves.
PayPal in the medieval age. You can send 3 goods or gold between the active thief who controls the messenger pigeon by spending an action and one of your other friendly thieves. And you
Just
can do
not
this once
paintings.
per night. Pardon?
Just not the paintings.
Yeah, because they use up 4 slots. It's kind of
Okay, so
yeah.
okay,
This one
so
is
that's
pretty good,
just
and the other one is the crossbow. You can with the crossbow you can shoot out of buildings, and you can basically shoot on a city guard that is in line of sight, and make him move 1 lantern, and you gain a VP when you do that. And the smoke bomb is a one-time use card as well, and when you use it, you can for this turn, this thief can basically cannot be busted by
By the guards.
basically. Also, not only by guards, but also by nobles and the carriage if you want it. Basically, you cannot be arrested for the turn.
I'm gonna buy the crossbow.
Okay.
For 2 gold.
Did you take the 2 points? I think in the last action you got points, right? Did you take the points?
Yeah, I took 2 for trading my rubies
yeah,
away.
you did already. Okay.
Okay, so I moved. That was my first action. My second action was that I used the dealer the dealer, and then
You need to spend 3
now
for the crossbow though.
Yeah, I've got them over here.
3. I took 2 off.
Yeah.
There's 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll move it.
And then so then I just have 1 more action left.
Yeah, and you gain points for the crossbow as well immediately.
Oh, you get them immediately. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it's
Great.
easier to maybe do it like this, and then like this. So then you see the abilities stacked. You know, you don't need to see the illustration, but you see the abilities.
Okay. And then I'll move to here. Actually, I move up there.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You have to be a little careful here because like this one is quite close.
Okay.
It's a little dangerous, and here's another one that is like quite close. So if this guy is moving now, he could basically go like this, and go over you, and you would be busted. So in this
Because he can
case,
skip those guys.
I think it is safer to not stay in the streets.
Okay.
So
So just forsake my third action.
I would probably go in the building with the third action, and then you're like next round you can basically, or use a fourth action. If you have an idea what you do with the fourth action, you could already shoot the guard, for instance, with the fourth action when you use your crossbow, or you do it something else.
Can I shoot him from my hideout?
You can. This is my hideout, but you can shoot it from here because you actually can shoot from either also from buildings with the crossbow.
Okay, so I was here. So move 1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then shoot this guy.
So this is your fourth action, yeah.
When you land in a building, can you be in any square of it?
Yeah. Basically, you
Okay.
can be here, 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 here. That doesn't matter. Like, it's all like
Okay.
one contiguous space, you could say.
Okay,
So
so I shoot this guy, and then I can move him there, and I get a point.
yeah, well done.
Okay, great.
And now Sam needs to be very careful because this guy has now moved in the direction of the blue thingies. So it's a little dangerous. Okay, so it's now me. You're getting the hang of it. So now it's the Isabella. What is Isabella doing? I think Isabella is doing something cool.
Getting a suntan in here.
Yeah, so basically Isabella is first getting rid of the wanted token because I don't want to be wanted. Because like otherwise I couldn't like cross the noble because otherwise I would be basically busted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isabella is starting here. I have 3 gold and a fire wine. So what seems quite lucrative to me is like jumping over the noble. 1, 2, 3. So because the noble is there, I only need 1 action to go into the tavern. And with my second action I will draw or wait a second, I could also do 1, 2. I will do something else. I will be bold. I go in here with 1 action. I rob the carriage again. So this was my first action. Second action is I go back in here. With my third action, I now go there. 1, 2, 3. And now I can spend the fourth action or not. Let me see. Yeah, I will just do it. I like it. I will just. No, I'm fine. I'll do it later. So I'm done. So I didn't do the tavern action. I just like with the first action I went here. I robbed the carriage again. So I went again back here. So then I got rid of the wanted token. Then I moved here. That was the third action. Done. So it's blue.
Okay. That will be Martin next. So we're going to hop over there and come out. Up here, so that's 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to buy some. Oh. Oops. And then
So you went over this guy to the
Yep.
catacomb, and you gave the money to this guy, right? Or the other way around?
no, I had the money.
Okay.
So I had lots of money, and then I bought some
Schnapps,
schnapps.
liquor. But don't you want to look at the friend cards?
Oh yeah.
It's always better to first look at the friend cards, because like
Before I do
depending on
anything, yeah.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
had four money, yeah.
4 money, yeah.
Okay, it's funny because I reshuffled, but we just drew this one guy again, the hangman. It's one of my favorite illustrations in the game, actually.
Let's see.
And it's one that is not so bad for you because you do have the cudgels, so going for badges is not so bad for you. But the other ones are also pretty cool. So I can also rotate them for you, so you can
okay.
see them more easily. So this one gives you 2 gems immediately and 1 VP.
Yep.
And when you turn in gems at the
2
dealer,
gems,
you gain 2
you get
VP instead of 1 VP. This one
and
I
then
already
for every badge is 2.
Yeah, in addition to what they already give at the end of the game. This one is basically like the wine is worth 4 instead of 2 VP at the
end.
Not at the end, but when you do the tavern action. But you can also turn them in the villa action. And,
all right. Okay. Yeah.
And this basically means you can teleport from buildings with the
anvil.
Yeah, so this is basically like the blacksmith.
Blacksmith, yeah.
You can, for instance, from here you could teleport to here without even spending an action, because it doesn't have the mask icon. It means you don't have to spend an action to do that. I mean, this would be very powerful if your hideout would have such an icon. It can still be powerful, but yeah.
Yeah. And normally you'd only get 1 victory point for a badge. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically every badge will be worth 3 victory points with this card instead of 1.
Okay, I will. You can come and be my friend.
So basically, Ryan, here you can see you can have 1 friend per thief, and you put them above.
Okay.
So you have basically page 3 for this, which gives you 2 gems, and you have 1 money left, because I think you had 4 money, right? With Martin?
Yeah, so I've got 1 left.
So you could, I would suggest you to buy 1 schnapps with it, 1 liquor.
Yeah.
Because that way, yeah, you can potentially use this. So for instance here, it's actually a very good thing you did, because here you have a smuggle mission that requires exactly what you have.
And then they go back in the deck, don't they?
Yeah, we make a discard pile for it. Yeah. In case you don't want any friend, you can also like do a pub. How do you say, a pub brawl?
A bar fight, I think you call
Yeah,
it in
bar
the
fight,
instructions.
yeah. And then, yeah, you have actually better. You have just read the rules, so you're more familiar with the
Yeah.
terms used than I do. So basically, you would basically put a card like face down on the spot in the slot, and you would gain a VP, but it would basically block making friends in the future with this particular thief. It's like a luck mitigation thing, you know. If you cannot,
And
yeah.
do you have to do one of those two
No,
options?
you can always do none of those two options. So yeah, but you cannot do both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So was this your third action or your second action?
That was one. That was my second, and my third will be to move there.
Okay. Do you feel safe there, or do you wanna get in safety?
How many actions do you get with stamina? Is it 2?
One extra action.
One extra. And yeah, I'll use my stamina and move into here.
Yeah, here you're definitely safe. It's always like tricky because like staying in here in the alley also gives you a point at the end of the round, but you know, if you get busted, you're really gonna be kicking your thingies.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's Ryan, second turn.
Okay, so Alexander's here.
You want to buy stuff?
So I could buy equipment with him.
How much money? Yes, free money.
So these shoes just make it so your moves are 4?
Yeah, up to 4, yeah.
Well, that seems awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, that's your first action.
So, one action. And then, oh, I missed the bag. Oh. Apparently I'm not very good at putting these gold away in this bag.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Can I just delete them if
Yeah.
that bag's unlimited?
Or you can just put them somewhere at the edge of the table.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so that was one action. To get a friend, you need money, right?
Yes, like in real life.
Very thematic. If I were to rob oh no, he doesn't have money. So the main places to get money are from the nobles, the carriage, and whatever this building is here.
The market.
Money you don't get from the carriage. From the carriage you only get wine, and the market is another major way to get money. Yes.
2, 3. Oh, but my movement is 4 now, right?
Yeah.
So, I could get all the way to this market right now. I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, not quite. 1, 2.
You cannot pass the guy. You cannot pass the guy.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
This
Sorry,
one you cannot pass either because you have basically placed him yourself there. So,
whoops.
but you can go through the catacombs.
Oh, right. So I could get toward this market.
Yeah, you can actually go.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I skip him, right?
Yeah, either there or you could either here, or here. Depends on your courage.
Well, I still have one action left.
Yeah, if you're here, it's of course you will gain a point at the end of the game, at the end of the round. But he's still moving 3, the D guard. So if he moves them, he moves first the D noble. D noble is
But
here.
I still have a third action, so I'm just going to go into the market anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
1. Okay, then you're fine. On the go, you lost 1 BP though because you crossed him. That's this thing.
Right. Does he get it, or do I just lose
No,
it?
you just lose it. But it's
Okay, I took
unavoidable.
it
It
off.
happens. It happens.
I took it
The
off.
idea is basically like when there is like since the market the board is like random. There is like it's modular, so you can have all kind of combinations. And it can
Great.
happen that some layouts like mean that a certain route between 2 locations would be very efficient, but if more than one player is doing that, it's getting less efficient because then the players are losing points by meeting
Okay.
each other all the time.
Cool.
Okay, so this was your third action?
Yeah.
Do you use, you already used your stamina marker, so that's it. Okay, so then it's my third action with Agatha. Okay, Agatha is here. She's stealing the thing. So that's the first action. The thing is a bit big, so I'm gonna make it smaller. So this was the first action, and since I have the lockpick, I gain a point by doing that. Yeah, that's the point is connected with the plus, green plus sign. So even I gain the point even if I had stolen the gems, then I would get the point as well. So then the second action is I enter this thingy. And the third action is I go here. And my fourth action is I use stamina. And I'm super duper happy that the carriage is still where it is. Because now I can use the carriage again and jump over the carriage with my fourth action. 1, 2, 3. So that was efficient. 1, 2, 3. No, this was the third action actually. And with my fourth action I can now go into the dealer. Oh, wait a second, I should maybe have a look if I can go quicker into the other dealer. If I go here like 1, 2, 3 actions. With 3 actions I could be there. I think that's even better. Well, let's do that. D is robbed already, that sucks. Yeah. Okay, so let's go this way. 1. I already have spent 1 action for robbing it, right? So this was 1 action, second action, third action, and fourth action. Yeah, I think that's better. I'm saving 1 turn this way. 1 action. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, I am now moving people around. Go there. That's me done then.
Okay, great. Okay. So this guy was here, you moved him here. D and B was there, and you moved him from here to here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So then it's Ryan's third turn. C.
So I have to move the carriage 2 spots and each of these C guys 1 spot.
Yeah, first noble and then the guard and then the carriage.
Okay, so can I move this noble there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then, whoops. I'll move this guy. Oh,
Here. And now you could basically choose if you wanted to move him in this direction, or you can move him here or here.
I would like to move him this way.
Okay. Huh, I'm very happy that I went for this dealer, because if I had been stuck here, this guy would kind of block the entrance of this dealer.
And then this guy can go 1, 2.
Yeah. Well done.
Great. That's it.
Sounds great. Okay. So then it's my fourth action. So that's a patrol A, B, and A. A goes. Let me put him here. This one goes here. And A has no choice but to go here. That's it.
Okay. I am going to move. And she's going to go 1, and she's going to go into the market, and she will have a look at some of these cards.
Okay. So this guy allows you, basically when you meet other thieves, you don't lose VP anymore. So basically this rule and this rule is basically cancelled for him, for this thief. This one basically means when you without spending an action, you can teleport from one tavern to another tavern.
Yeah.
And in addition, I think you gain 1 fire wine. The shining star basically means like immediate. You gain this immediately. Then the mayor, in both the taverns and the market, you can basically, in addition to the normal actions there, you can buy friends, and you don't pay for the friends anymore, because you're the mayor, and everyone wants to be friends with the mayor, right?
So that's with any of my...
Yeah, that's with any of your thieves. That's why all the three thieves are listed here.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is similar to the other one you had, but here it's like turning liquor into
victory
the
points.
market gives 2 points instead of 1, and you also gain 2 liquor immediately. All very juicy options.
I will go for this one, I think.
Very good.
So that was great. Then do I get 1 victory point straight away for that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then she has 3 left.
You can again buy liquor.
Yeah, I will get those. 1, 2, 3.
I'll give them to you.
Thank you. And that was 1, 2.
This was your second action, right? You moved in there,
That was
you
the
did
second.
the tavern action. You have one action left.
Hey, Juma, my
Yeah.
crossbow, does this 1x mean I can only use it once per round?
It costs an action, and you can only use it once per round, but you don't have to use it once per round.
Okay.
You can use
I just am realizing that now because I was going to just shoot this guy 3 times in a row in my next turn, but
Yeah, that would be a bit
Okay.
too easy.
So I've moved.
It would turn into like an Ameritrash game if you could do that, I guess.
yeah.
I've moved next to Noble B as my third action.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a very good idea.
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah.
Time for Maria. Can she use her? She can't use her grappling hook from the villa to here, can she?
She can, but it's not worth it because you can just move
Oh,
there
yeah.
regularly. Like, unless
I
you want
guess
to
it's-
flex with your grapple.
Mhm.
Like, I don't need the
What-
grapple, but I'll use it anyway.
Yeah. What's this? What's the icon on the left of this building here? Is it getting gold?
No, that means like when anyone is busted, all the loot goes here of the
Oh, okay.
thief that is busted. And then you could collect 1 to 4 small items from here, but right now there is none. So
Okay.
basically, what you want now is you want to rush to the dealer, and the
Yeah.
next dealer for you is this one, and your grapple will be very handy because without the grapple you couldn't actually pass this guy.
So one action was getting to this dungeon, and then I can grapple. Do I have to stop at my hideout, or can I go to this
You have
place?
to stop there, yeah.
So that's 2 actions, and then my third action can just be heading in there.
Yeah, and you lose a VP because I'm already there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, the turns are lightning fast. I think that's it. I already did 4 actions.
Mm-hmm.
So we are now entering the third round. You get this. So again, so let's go through the motions. Thieves in the LA get VP 1 VP each. That is 1 blue, and I think that's it, right? This time we weren't as courageous anymore. Yeah. So blue gets 1 VP for being in the LA here. Then the nobles are getting paid again, so the suitcases are flipped, so we can steal from them again. And then also the guards that were already pretty battled, they're gaining some new badges from the supply. And then we refill the smuggle missions, which is very important. I shuffle again. So this one is getting a new one. Then this one is getting a new one. Oh, that was not what I wanted. And I think that's it. And then these are kind of, yeah, what do you say? They're like, put them back in here. So this is like the discard pile, and we put 4 new ones. So we see more stuff. Okay, that's it. So starting player is should be again Sam, right?
It's Ryan starting.
Start. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's just a run. Okay. Did you already place everything? Did you already plan your stuff?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man,
Yeah.
now I have to catch up. But the good thing is I can do it openly. Isabella is there. Okay, Isabella wants to go first probably. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, this one also wants to go first. Okay, let's go.
I feel
this
like
one
I'm
first.
not even close to the point of what other people are doing, like other people's programming mattering to me.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
trying
normal. Okay. B and D, I think that doesn't matter too much for me. Okay. I think I'm happy. I'm done.
Okay, so am I up first? Is it me first, Juma?
Yeah.
Yep.
It says here.
Oh, right. Right in front of me. So, Julius, so here's a question. If I end up like on the alley right there, and if the thief was here, if he's moving, he can see me through the wagon. Correct?
Yeah. No.
Again.
If he stopped there, if C gets down to there, he'd be looking into the catacombs.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, but say later if he's headed up this way, he can see me through the wagon. Is really the only question I have.
Yeah, and he would actually jump over the. Yeah, exactly. Like he could. Yeah. You're not.
But he would bust me on it.
Exactly. Yeah. You cannot hide behind objects. You can only hide behind walls and buildings.
Okay. So if I shoot him, he'll end up here. But if I want to rob this noble, I'm just going to go for it. Okay, so I'm going to start by shooting this guy. And, oops, he's going there, so that gets me a point. And then I'm going to move 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rob noble C.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't. Yeah, this is the guy where I get 2 gold and a ruby.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3 actions.
Is it 2 gold or a ruby? Or have you got a special?
I have my ability.
That's not it.
A Thimberleg.
You already internalized your ability so much, you forgot you have it, but you still did it right.
Pardon me?
You internalized your ability already quite a lot.
No, I knew it was because of that item.
Yeah. Cool. So this was. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm just struggling to get this ruby, but now I got it. That's it.
Yeah, I think you're pretty safe here. You're far away from any city guards, so it should be fine.
Right.
So then Baldwin it's the turn of Baldwin, so I cannot steal from him anymore, from Noble C, since you were faster. That was very good. But I will jump over them with 1 turn. And then I will use my fishing rod again to gain oh, I already have a lot of stuff now. To gain fire wine without a wanted token. 1, 2. I'm a bit struggling to do what to do next. I don't have money. I have a lot of cool loot, but I don't know what to do next. I could do something a little dangerous. C will move by him, and next round I'm the one who's moving C. So I think it should be fine to basically move here. And that doesn't make sense. He will still move it this round, so it will not actually be there. I will still do it, because next round I'm not starting player next round, so that's very dangerous. Where could I go? I don't have schnapps. I need schnapps. I think I will just go. I'll just go there anyway. I'm done.
Okay, so mine. Eleanor first.
Wait a second. I have actually a fourth action, so I can actually steal from him. Let's do that. Then I'm done.
Right. Eleanor will rob from B. And take a gem. And then what? That's second move. And then go and hide in the church. That's me done.
Well done. Stealing from the nobles is very popular in this game.
Okay, so I think Maria's at the dealer. So where do I put this token?
You can just flip it in front of you. I mean, you're getting 8 points and 2 gold.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 gold. It was this one.
And is it part of the same action to buy equipment if she would like?
Yeah, the plus means with one action you can do all of that. In any order also.
So throwing stars basically gets me 5 points and I can move one of those people.
Yeah.
Do it.
Sounds good.
So that's one action.
I'll take the gold away.
Oh yeah, thank you for paying for that for me. I wish I was controlling the B guard. D. So
Second action.
yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to move. Maybe I'll move there. Because this guard, is that the guard I'm controlling? No, but he can't turn back toward me there.
No.
When he's moved.
I mean, he could in theory like go like in a circle. I mean, you're not completely safe, but
yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. So I get either 2 gold or a ruby. I'll go for 2 gold. And that was 3 actions.
Wow.
Okay.
Cool. So then it's my turn with Agatha. She is in there. Hmm. She has the lockpick. One. Okay, I think I need to go for... I'll go for the sack. Agatha actually doesn't have any money, sorry. So I'm turning in this, so I'm getting 8 points, I'm on 32. I gain a badge from the supply. And then everyone is robbed unless D. Okay, I will do the following. I don't have any money. This was my first action. The second action is going here. My third action is going 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Oh, sorry. Did I just move Agatha? And I think I should have moved Isabella. It was my second turn, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my bad. It's not a big deal. She's here. And I will basically probably do the same thing. I mean, I can just turn this here, but it's probably not gonna change anything. So I'm on 24. And Isabella has money, so she's in the tavern here. So she's going here. I don't have any good spots to go. Oh, this is still available? That's crazy. Yeah, that's what she's doing. So she's first of all buying a friend with 3 gold. Let's see who comes up. Okay, this one is interesting. The priest is giving me a free wine in the church without spending an action. This lets me teleport between tavern and dealer. This one lets me bribe one guard to be ignored for arrest. And this one is basically in the quarter of the dungeon. I can ignore like city guards, like they cannot bust me there at all. I think I have 3 money, so I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy either. This and this is fine. The church is kind of far away, so I guess this one is better for me. I'll go for this one. Okay, so this one is giving me 2 points for 3 gold. And I also turn in the 2 wine for 4 points. So this was the first action. Second action is I move in here, 1, 2, 3. And with the third action I steal this painting. Done. Sorry for the long turn.
No sweat, man.
You all done then?
Yeah, it's Ham's turn.
Okay, I made a mistake playing my tiles. Would you mind if I swap my 2 and my 4 around?
Sure. Go for it.
Alright, okay, so I will pay 1 gem and 1 of those to get this. And that gets me 1 gold
Okay, cool.
and 5. There, that's my first move. Can you exchange goods with other thieves in any of the buildings or not? Only in the street?
Pardon?
Can you exchange goods with other thieves in
Not in the
only in
building.
the street?
Only in
So
the
only in
street.
the street
Yeah. Only in
Oh,
the
okay.
street and only by jumping over them.
by jumping over them, right? Okay. Um, one. Oops. I'm going to use my stamina to go an extra distance and stop there.
Cool.
That's me done.
Great.
All right. I've got Alexander. So first of all, I will fill up my gold.
And then you'll run.
Yeah. See. I do want to get a friend eventually in this game. Also, yeah, I don't know if it's the best, but I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4
Mm-hmm.
moves. 1, 2. I still have my stamina token, so I'll use it now. Quick question: these smuggler missions over here, whatever. Is this one on the top specific to the building Like this space on the top and this one specific to this, or can you be in either?
No, we just draw from the stack.
No, sorry, but to fulfill this one, do I have to be down here or could I be up here?
No, you have to be in this specific building.
Okay.
There's a wall in between those two buildings.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just checking. Okay, so I draw. How many friend cards do I draw?
4. Like it's also depicted in the card back.
Okay.
Okay, so this card I can recommend because it's me.
There you are.
It allows you to teleport from any space that is adjacent to water, to the river, to any other space or building adjacent to water, once per turn for free without spending action. This one is
Cool.
pretty interesting too. It's like a horse, like a messenger. So you spend 1 coin in order to move 4 to 6 spaces in total. I mean, instead of 1 to 3 spaces, you can move 4 to 6 spaces. But
Okay.
you cannot go through the catacombs because the horse is too big for the catacombs.
Love it.
This one lets you teleport from buildings with a tower icon to other buildings with a tower icon. And
Okay.
this one lets you ignore guards in your own turn. You can basically move through guards because like you're protected by the soldier.
Okay. This the Wotana messenger, does it double with my
Boots?
shoes?
No. That's why it says 4 to 6. Because like imagine
Okay.
you have shoes with special grip and you're on the horse, that doesn't matter,
Good point.
thematically speaking.
Oh, I don't know. I'll maybe do the teleporting tower thing.
Okay.
No offense to Juma the sailor, he's pretty
It's
cool,
okay.
but
It's okay.
I haven't been by the water once this game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, and I could buy a schnapps. I will buy one,
Mm-hmm.
and then my turn's over.
I'll give you the schnapps.
You got the schnapps? Okay, sweet. Thank you.
Okay. So then I do what I already planned to do. So this guy is turning in the painting for 8 points and a badge. So I'm on 38. Then I move 1. That's the second turn. And this third one is okay, that's a bit dangerous. 1, 2, 3. That was my third action. I'm done.
Okay, it's now my go, so I get to move Noble C. There he is. He will move up there, and then I get to move the carriage with the carriage. Oh, and then that's me done.
Okay, well done. Well, the carriage moved quite far.
Yeah, lots of
So it's
spaces
my go
taken
now.
up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So A and B nobles and A thief. So this thief will have to go either left or right,
Yeah.
right? Like it, because it would get stuck there.
Yeah, left or right.
Once it reaches here, I can't turn it to look. It
Yeah.
like it just stays looking away.
Yeah. It always looks
Lucky.
in the way it moves.
You're lucky, blue. Okay, so that's A. Oh, there's B. They skip over the nobles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you already move A and B, the nobles?
Oh, sorry, I forgot that the nobles. Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused. I did the A thief. So the A thief is really supposed to be there. I'll reset that. My bad. Apologies. So this noble. Are you guys out on the streets over here? Oh, no. Okay, so I'm only moving that one thief, so it doesn't really matter too much. A. Where's the B noble? Now.
Okay.
There we go.
So then it's my turn with my pets roll. D. I first move D. Let's move D. Here. Then I move guard B and D. Oh. What did you do here? Ah, you're safe. Okay, you're safe. But, okay. This guy came from here, or was it... Is he pointing in the right direction? I assume so.
Yeah, I think he was pointing that direction because I just came here this round.
Okay. D. So let's go with D. I mean, I moved D, so then I'll move B. B goes here, and D goes. Yeah, I don't like him to lock me up here, so I'd rather put them here. It's a little better for me. Cool. Done. So then it's Sam, and then I think we're done with the turn this round.
Okay. So I will go. There's my first move, and I will get some goodies from there. Then I will go back. Then I will get this one.
Wow, that was very well done.
Which will be my...
So you gain 1 gold and 7 PP. giving it the gold.
Does he have an ability that gives him something from these buildings?
Pardon?
Do you gain something in this building, or does he have an ability that does that?
No,
Or
no, no. He moved over his own thief, and while doing that, he can hand over loot between the two.
oh,
In
right,
the
okay,
street.
So
Okay,
that's the
that
another
makes sense.
benefit of standing in the streets. That way, you can basically hand over loot between the two thieves, which can be very
Yeah,
important.
well played.
It is depicted. I hope it is depicted somewhere. Let me see. Ah, yeah, here. It's depicted here.
Right.
Okay. So we're done with the round. Are we?
Yep, I'm all
I
done.
believe so.
So then again, we go through the motions. We hand over the boards. Thanks. Then we thieves in the LA game in the streets gain points. I have 1 in the street.
2.
Ryan has 2 in the streets. Yeah.
I have 1.
And then we are in the entering the 4th round, so we don't do this box, and that's it. So now starting player is Sam now, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I think some people in the streets need to be careful. Just saying. Okay.
Okay, so I'm moving B and A. So, are there just no smuggler quests until they refill after this round?
Yes. Only at the end of the 4th round we will refill the smuggle missions.
Okay.
Might need to stop after this round.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm done. Everyone done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm good.
Oops.
So I will go with Ella, and she will go there for her first move. She will then rob the coach. That's the wine. Then she gets one of these, let's see. That's her first move. Then her second, that'll be her second action. Then her third action will be to go into...
That's tricky now, because she has the wanted token, she cannot pass the noble.
Oh, she can't go past the noble. Right, okay.
And not the carriage either.
Damn!
So she's a bit boxed in, but she can escape in the church, and next round she could hand in the wanted token.
And then she'll hide back in the church.
I mean, were you able to land here with your first move? Because then you could steal from that side, and then you can try to enter from the other side.
Yeah, I would have been, And that would be 1, 2, 3. And then I would use my stamina to get the extra move to be in there ready for next time.
Which is pretty good, because the wanted token gives 3 points there.
Yeah.
Cool. Well done. Okay, now before you move, I'd like to show what would have happened if you didn't move this one first. Then I would have moved this one here, and then this one would have basically crossed you, and you would have been busted.
Yeah.
But you heard the warning, so.
I'm gonna go in here. Can I shoot from in the streets, or do I have to be in a building to shoot? My crossbow.
No, you can shoot from the building.
But can I shoot from in the street too, or?
It doesn't matter. You can do both.
This villa up here, someone's already stolen the painting, right?
Yeah, but the gems are still available.
And that would max out my gems.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot this guy.
You have 2 options.
Who's controlling? You're controlling him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move him there. And then I get 1 point for that. And then I'm going to go hang out in this villa. So that's 3 actions. That's it.
But you cannot enter like the villa like this, because the exit is there.
Oh, right. My bad.
You can use the stamina to go there with 2 more actions.
1, 2, 3.
So basically from here you go here. That's 1 action. Then a second action you go here. So it would be 4 actions instead of 3. Or you just stay there.
Yeah, I'll maybe save my stamina token.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, that's now very funny, because like I didn't see that coming at all. I now have
Now you're
to
busted.
now I have to move. I have to bust myself, funnily. That's kind of funny. Which is good, because then we can...
That's why I chose that direction instead of the other.
Yeah. Of course. Then I go, I don't know, here maybe? And then I have to move him here. There is no other way. I bust myself. This one goes into the hideout. So you see, when you're busted, you go to the hideout, you lose 2 VP. And all you loot, which is a ton now, is going in the dungeon. Anyone who is doing an action there can steal loot. that's it. That was my turn. My glorious self-busting action.
Did you move the noble?
I did move C.
Oh, okay.
It was here. It was
Yeah.
here, and then I moved it there.
Sorry, Juma.
It's okay.
Where does your thief go? He goes back to your hideout?
Yeah, like it's depicted here. You find the summary what happens when you're.
I mean, I don't feel too bad because I think you were going to try to bust me anyways, so.
Yeah, it's good. It's good because then people who are maybe watching or you kind of see how the busting thing works.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Okay, you all done? Right, I am going to go with. That's my first move. 1, 2, and I will end up in the market.
Cool.
And that's me done.
Next is my patrol action. Move that guy there. B will move this way. And D will head up this way.
Okay, then it's Agatha.
Yeah.
Agatha goes 1, 2, 3. Second action, third action, and that's it basically. Yeah, done.
Okay, I get to move A. Cool. And you will go there. B will go there. And then
Is the only thing that you can store in your hideout gold?
Is there a way you can store gold in your hideout?
Like gold can go in these hideout spots, right? But can anything else go in there or just gold?
Both. Basically, this is showing like the combination of the gold
Okay.
inventory thing and the loot inventory thing. So both things can go there. Okay, so are you done?
I'm done.
Then it's Ryan was also done, right? So it's my turn with 3.
No, I gotta do number. He just went, so now I gotta
Okay.
go. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna rip off this noble for 2 gold. Oops. Oh, here's some gold. And then I'm going to go 1, 2. Oh, actually, sorry. I'll have. Oh, it doesn't matter because I'll save the spot anyways. But I'll have gone there. That's 2 actions, or 3 actions to move into here, and now I can steal any of this
With your
treasure that someone left here.
Yeah.
And I lose a point.
Yeah, you lose a point
Yeah.
for meeting the blue thief.
Use my stamina token, and I would like. These are T, right?
Now you can gain up to 4, 1 to 4 small items. You can basically get all of that.
Right, but I only have space for 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a ruby? Is there another T in there or no?
Well, you can basically steal whatever you want and drop stuff that you don't need to the general supply so no one else gets it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll take those and then get rid of the other ones. And that was 4 actions.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I have a question. The I actually could have sold one of these black
Yeah, you can do
badges
that. Yeah.
points
So you
before.
before. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just take 2 points. There we go.
Yeah. Then I will go here and steal from the guard that just busted me as a revenge. I take another badge from him.
Mhm.
Oh no, I'm still doing the wrong turn. It's like Baldwin now. Not this one. Sorry. Baldwin is... Where is he? Ah, here is here. Okay, I know what to do. He goes with one action, goes in here. No, yeah, one here. He has the paintings. He wants to deliver the painting. Second action is going here. Third action is going here. And with the fourth action, he goes there and is ready to deliver the painting. That's it, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's my first action. Then I will use my cudgel and 8, take one of those. And then he's going to go running off that way.
But did you already move the nobles?
Yeah, I've already done.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already done that. So
Okay.
this is my fourth one.
Okay, then you're done.
Because I was first. That was 1, 2, and B has already been robbed. I will.
You could theoretically steal from A again without the cudgel, because you can use the cudgel only once per night, can't you? Oh no, you can use it again, but it's don't manage to do this.
But
Right?
I've only got one more move or
Well,
one
you
more
could
action.
have stolen from it in a regular way first,
All right.
and then you would have basically one more badge from him. I think
Okay,
that would
then.
be pretty good.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
But you don't take it from there, you take it from the board.
Oh, from the board, sorry, yeah.
Otherwise, it's not
Otherwise, yeah.
completed.
There we are, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Then that's me done.
Right. Yeah, fourth one.
Okay, so Maria, I don't have really big plans for her, but I think she'd like to see if she can get a friend. So,
Okay, so
I can afford all of these.
the tunnel worker lets you, when you move through the catacombs, you have one extra movement.
Okay.
The accountant basically gets you 1 point extra for every gold in your hideout at the end of the game. The street kid basically is like begging for money. So basically, when your thief is in the street at the end of a round, you get this thief's gains 4 gold.
Okay.
Without spending an action. And this one is like whenever any of your thieves completes a smuggle mission, this you gain 2 extra gold and 2 VP.
Smuggle missions are like these, not just the boat ones, but any of these squares.
Yeah, but not the paintings.
Okay, I'm gonna buy this guy 2 gold.
Cool. So then I do my first action.
That was actually only 2 actions.
Ah,
It seems like there aren't a lot of thieves around, so I'm actually going to go. Actually, I'll go down here.
do you have a lockpick?
Oh, I don't. So I won't be able to get anything there, right?
Yeah.
So she's actually just going to be brave and hang out on the street somewhere. And that somewhere, I think, will be there.
Okay. Makes sense. Because the at the end of the round the nobles are refilled.
Yeah, okay.
Then this one guy is already in a good position to steal from this noble.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. So then my Baldwin it's his turn. He got just busted, so he goes there. He takes from C. I already took it from there. Like he's stealing a badge, and with the third action he goes back in there, and that's it. I'm done. So then we finish the round, and I think Sam would have won by 1 point. Actually, no. We would have to count all the loot. Shall we do this for like sake of teaching? So 4 gold is 1 VP. I don't have that.
Are we in here?
Yeah, we're here, but Sam needs to go, so
I have to leave. Sorry.
so we just
Oh, no
finished.
worries at all, man.
It's
That's all
already
good.
quite late here. It's 10 p.m.
Yeah, that's true. It's only like 3 here or something.
So 4 gold is 1 VP, so you can give yourself any VP for that, without turning in the. You don't have to discard the gold for that.
Got it.
So you would have 1 VP. Blue would get 1.
Was I
VP.
supposed to take
Yeah.
this point? Was I supposed to take this point when I got that friend?
Yeah. Which
I don't
one?
know if I did
This
that with.
one?
No. This friend that I just
This one,
bought,
yeah.
I didn't take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't. I actually didn't take it when I bought that friend either.
Yeah. That
'Cause I didn't-
explains why you don't have. Why you have quite a few less points than us.
Yeah. On my next turn, I was about to get the smuggle mission too.
Yeah. We all have grand plans.
Yeah.
Do you get any victory points at the end for however many things that you've smuggled or anything?
No.
No, okay.
So then, for 2 rubies in your in any inventory, doesn't matter if for all these points for gold and all the loot stuff, it doesn't matter where the loot is. If it's in the hideout or in any thieves inventory, that counts all together. So for 2 gems you gain 1 VP. For 2 schnapps liquor you gain 1 VP. Not from, I don't have that. I have 2 badges, so I gain 2 VP for that. And then I have for wine you gain a VP, and for any painting you have not smuggled you gain 3 VP. And then for any friends that give any points at the end of the game, I mean, some friends have like an end game VP condition, then you gain those points as well. None of us has that. And
What's the last one for?
What's this last one? Thieves back in your hideout?
yeah, exactly. Any thieves that make it back home, they also gain a VP. Huh. just noticed that I ignored my friend's ability in the last round. I could have delivered the painting. When I was here, I could have spent an action to teleport immediately there.
Oh, bummer.
It's okay. It's an instruction game. Okay.
Good game, guys.
I'm all done.
Congratulations, Simon. Sam,
Thank you very much.
well played. So what are your thoughts?
Well played.
Do you have any feedback?
That was really good fun. Thank you very much.
Is there anything specific you dislike about it?
No, I think it's very good. Will there for the tokens for when you've been wanted? Where will that be placed? Where are you envisioning placing that?
Just above, or wherever there is space, like if
Just nearby.
yeah, nearby the player,
Yeah.
either above or below. There is no designated space for that.
Yeah.
You could
It
also-
was good.
I think it's a really cool game. I feel like the iconography is really good. It's a lot to take in at first, but once you started explaining stuff, it made a lot of sense. I think like with some of the nobles and friends cards and stuff like that, I still feel a little bit like I'm trying to figure out the difference between like a sun, a moon, a full moon, that kind of thing. But I think it's all pretty intuitive and just would make sense over time. So
yeah, it's tricky. There is a lot of icons, and without
but
having
I'm not saying that in a like I think it's a lot, but I also think it's pretty clear. So I think that's pretty cool. I think the play with the like moving the guards around and stuff is pretty neat. Like how I was able to kind of manipulate it to make it so that you had to bust yourself rather than me being busted. That kind of thing is pretty cool.
yeah, that was really nice. That was like quite an epic moment.
It not only did you get busted, but you had to do it to yourself. So
Yeah,
that's
that was
probably
that was like too much. This is like
yeah. I think it's a cool game, man.
Okay.
I don't have any like yeah, like I came in not knowing anything about this game, so I think there was a fair amount of a learning curve pretty quickly, but I caught on pretty quickly and kind of makes sense. And I don't have any negative or constructive feedback at this moment. I don't think. I think everything worked. So
yeah, you picked it up really fast, and you, Sam, you played really well. I mean, given you read the rulebook yourself,
Yeah.
quite impressed.
Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot then. I will get off and I might bump into you at some time.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks a
Have
lot.
a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
yeah, have a good night, guys.
See you.
Thank you so much for letting me play.
Yeah, thank you too.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.